Good morning, this is X-Pulse AI Morning Mix. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. We're hitting Nvidia's $40 billion AI investment spree, a courtroom twist pulling Satya Nadella into the OpenAI lawsuit, and why AI usage is soaring while returns stay fuzzy. Orion's here with me. Ready?
Ready, let's jump in.
First up, Nvidia. CNBC reported on May 9th that Nvidia has committed over $40 billion in equity investments across the AI stack in 2026. Orion, what exactly are they buying into?
A lot of the plumbing. CNBC points to about $2 billion into CoreWeave, $2 billion into Nebius Group, and planned investments up to $3.2 billion in Corning and up to $2.1 billion in data center operator IREN, often paired with commercial supply agreements.
So this isn't just sell more GPUs, it's own the ecosystem, right?
Exactly. Nvidia's acting like an infrastructure enabler, capital plus hardware plus long-term demand shaping. It can stabilize capacity for customers, but it also increases dependency on Nvidia's roadmap. $40 billion, my wallet fainted.
What's the practical signal for the market, especially other infrastructure players?
Expect tighter alignment between compute, networking, and data center buildouts. If Nvidia is writing checks, it's not charity. It's a way to lock in distribution and ensure these platforms are tuned for Nvidia stacks first.
Now to a legal story with real industry gravity. The Hindu reported on May 11th that Microsoft Chief Executive Officer Satya Nadella is expected to testify in Elon Musk's lawsuit over OpenAI's founding and its shift from nonprofit to for-profit. What's at the center of this?
Musk alleges misconduct around OpenAI's governance and conversion, and Nadella's testimony is expected to touch emails and Microsoft's funding role. OpenAI disputes Musk's claims and points out he later founded a competing AI company, xAI.
If Nadella's on the stand, what could realistically come out that matters beyond the courtroom?
Internal decision trails, who pushed what, when, and why. If communications show how control, commercialization, and safety commitments were negotiated, it could influence how future AI partnerships are structured and how regulators interpret public benefit language.
Does this raise risk for Microsoft, or is it more reputational noise?
Mostly governance and disclosure risk. Microsoft will argue it was a partner and investor, not the puppet master. But any revealed mismatch between public narratives and internal strategy is the kind of thing that keeps lawyers employed, very employed.
Turning to model capability and security. The Mac Observer wrote on May 11th that Anthropic's new high-capability Mythos model sparked urgent cybersecurity concern after reports it could uncover lots of novel software vulnerabilities. What are experts saying?
The pushback is, these risks weren't invented by Mythos. Researchers say earlier models already enabled similar vulnerability finding and exploit ideation. Mythos may raise efficiency and volume, but the underlying attack vectors, automation, scale, and better reasoning were already here.
If you're a security lead hearing, Mythos finds 0 days, what's the sober response?
Treat it like capability inflation, not magic. Tighten secure development pipelines, do more fuzzing and code scanning, and assume attackers are using assistance. Also manage internal access, logging, tool permissions, and restricting models from seeing sensitive code bases by default.
Does the panic itself cause harm, like overreacting with blanket bans?
It can. Blanket bans often push usage underground. A better move is controlled enablement, approved tools, audited workflows, and red team exercises that explicitly test what these models can do against your stack.
Let's talk adoption reality. BizBuzz News reported on May 11th on an ISACA survey, 86% of Indian employees use AI at work, but only 35% say it delivered expected returns. Orion, why is the ROI gap so persistent?
Because usage is easy and value is hard. People use AI for drafts, summaries, small automations, but companies often don't redesign workflows, integrate with systems of record, or measure time saved. Add governance gaps, like unclear data rules, and you get lots of activity, not lots of impact.
What should leaders measure so it's not just vibes-based productivity?
Tie AI to cycle time and error rates, ticket resolution time, document turnaround, call handle time, defect leakage, revenue per employee, and track adoption in the right places, teams where the work is repeatable and measurable, not just where enthusiasm is loudest.
And where do digital trust teams fit in given ISACA's audience?
They're the bridge. Trust teams can standardize model risk assessments, set data handling rules, and define audit trails. So scaling AI doesn't mean scaling surprises.
Let's hit a few fast-moving headlines. Short and sharp, what's on your radar?
On May 10th, the ISACA, citing Bloomberg, says iOS 27 may let iPhone users choose third-party on-device AI models, big for developers and regional compliance. Also on May 9th, Money Control says Anthropic released an interpretability research system to probe how advanced chatbots reason. And Tom's Hardware on May 10th, modders turned a server Nvidia module into a PCIe card for running LLMs.
Staying with business momentum, are deals still accelerating or cooling?
Still accelerating. Investment News reported on May 11th on S&P Global, AI-related M&A hit record levels in North America, with software nearly 3/4 of deals. Also May 11th, Smart Company says Brisbane startup ProcurePro raised $15 million to bring AI to construction procurement.
ProcurePro's not a household name. What do they actually do?
They build AI-driven procurement tooling for construction supply chains, helping teams source materials, manage quotes, and reduce cost and delay surprises. The round was led by QIC Ventures, and they plan to hire about 100 staff over 24 months.
And policy. Anything changing that could affect how companies deploy AI?
A few. The Denver Post on May 10th says Colorado lawmakers may scale back proposed state AI rules after negotiations. NPR on May 11th says several states are considering bans on legal personhood for AI. Punchbowl News on May 10th reports federal policy is getting murkier as the White House signals a shift. And New Kerala on May 9th, the U.S. pushes expanded AI access for India while warning about security and dependency risks.
That's Xpulse AI Morning Mix for Monday, May 11th, 2026. If this helped, share it with someone who'd use it. See you next time.